this is Kim. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be one more Easter card for using the For Peep's Sake stamp set. And today I will be using this Happy Hoppy Easter sentiment on my card. So let's get started. Today we're also using Coastal Cabana ink and baked brown sugar. And the cardstock that we're going to use today is also Coastal Cabana. This is just a regular A2 size piece of cardstock, and each of these layers is about 1/8 of an inch smaller in the Whisper White, and this is the Designer Series paper. And we're going to just adhere it together and layer it just like that. We'll do that in a second, but the next thing we're going to do, we're going to use a piece of 1.5 inch wide, and it's the same width as the paper, which is about 3 3/4. So we're going to use the border punch, a scalloped border punch today. And when I use border punch, I like to start in the middle and punch. And as you see on the punch, there's scallops on both sides. The next thing you have to do is line your scallops that you punched up with those and punch. And that makes each have a perfect scallop. Okay, next, I'll clear this away. We're going to stamp our sentiment. We're going to use the baked brown sugar. And we're going to stamp it right up here in this corner. All right. Now, set this aside. And the next thing I have is I used my Cricut to cut this little bunny from the Cricut sampler cartridge at 2.5 inches. And I used a rhinestone for his eye, and this is Best Day Ever Designer Series paper from the Celebrations catalog, and I've layered it on a piece of the baked brown sugar. And this is also from the Celebrations catalog. This is the crushed curry ribbon. So we're going to use some Scotch tape, and we're going to adhere the ribbon down on the back here so that we won't have to use so much ribbon this way. And we'll wrap it around. Ooh, didn't stick. There we go. We're going to wrap it around to the other side. Make sure that we leave room. And this ribbon was cut at about 5.5 inches. Make sure we had plenty to wrap it around and secure it down. Okay. And now we're going to take another piece of that ribbon, and we're just going to put it right on here and just do a knot. There we go. I'm going to slide it down a little bit. Tighten it up, and we'll trim away the excess there. And that makes a nice little bow. And now we'll take our tape runner and we'll start putting everything together. First of all, we'll start with the Whisper White. I just don't. I have to figure out some way to remember what is the top and which is the bottom. Anybody have any suggestions? Okay. Just going to adhere that down. And then next we're going to put the polka dot paper on. And next we will adhere our sentiment. Put this tape runner on there. Put that right there. And next we're going to use some dimensionals and we'll put our bunny. Just put a couple. He's pretty large, so we're going to need quite a few, I think, to make sure he doesn't. Make sure he has plenty of lift. And I think maybe one more right there on his little cotton tail. Now, if you would like to order the supplies to make these cards, there's still time to get the stamps and the paper and the ink in the mail if you order pretty soon. Of course, the celebration catalog is going to be expiring at the end of this month. So if you want to make sure you are able to get the things to make this, then you need to order it pretty quickly. And the only other thing that I did was I did take a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and just to dress up the inside, I used the egg stamp with the Coastal Cabana, and I just stamped along the bottom edge of the Whisper White, and I left plenty of room for the to write a little note to the recipient of this card. Let's close that up, and we'll take the card, and I did cut that just a little smaller. Make sure that ink is dry. I don't want to smear it. And we'll put the tape runner on there. And we'll just put this inside. I think this white cardstock will make it a little easier for you to write your message and make sure that whoever gets the card can read it. And as you see, I didn't wait to let my ink dry, and I ended up smearing it. You have to remember that. That's a good tip. Let the ink dry. All right, thank you again for joining me, and maybe we can get one more card in before Easter comes. We'll see. And thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you. Bye.